New York Knicks have not won an NBA championship in 53 years. The San Antonio Spurs have a 21-year-old who might not even be 7'3", and somehow, these two teams are playing for a title in 2026. This is the NBA Finals nobody saw coming.
The San Antonio Spurs are heading home after tonight's game.
To understand what this means for New York, you have to go back to 1973. That was the last time the Knicks won a championship, 53 years ago. Since then, Knicks fans have endured decades of losing, bad trades, and broken promises. The closest they came was 1999, when they made the finals as an 8 seed. And who did they lose to? The San Antonio Spurs. Now, 27 years later, the matchup is back. Same two franchises, same building. But this time, the Knicks are not the underdogs. They are the favorites, and the entire city of New York is holding its breath.
As Josh Hart was starting to lose his balance before the whistle.
The Knicks went 53-29 in the regular season, led by Jalen Brunson averaging 26 points per game, Karl Anthony Towns putting up 20 and nearly 12 rebounds, and OG Anunoby locking down on defense. But the real story is what they did in the playoffs. They beat the Hawks in the first round. Then they swept the 76ers. Then they swept the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals. They entered the finals on a 12-game winning streak, tying the 1999 Spurs for the second longest single postseason streak in NBA history. Their plus 271-point differential across 14 playoff games is the highest by any team entering the finals, ever. Their offensive rating of 123.3 is the best in NBA playoff history. This is not just a good Knicks team. This might be one of the greatest playoff runs we have ever seen. On the other side of the bracket, the San Antonio Spurs pulled off one of the most dramatic turnarounds in NBA history, a 28-win improvement over the previous season, led by Victor Wembanyama, the youngest unanimous Defensive Player of the Year in league history, averaging 25 points, 11.5 rebounds, and nearly 4 blocks per game. Alongside De'Aaron Fox and Stephen Castle, the former Rookie of the Year, the Spurs went 30-4 in their last 34 games. Then in the Western Conference Finals, Wembanyama took over. He averaged 27.3 points and nearly 11 rebounds against Oklahoma City in a grueling 7-game series. He won the Western Conference Finals MVP unanimously at 21 years old. In his first trip to the finals, here is where this series gets genuinely eerie. In 1999, the Spurs had Tim Duncan, a generational big man in his first NBA Finals. In 2026, they have Victor Wembanyama, a generational big man in his first NBA Finals. Both finished third in MVP voting. Both made All-NBA First Team and All-Defensive First Team. Both averaged 23.2 points per game on 51% shooting in the playoffs. The numbers are identical, but it gets stranger. In 1999, the Knicks point guard was Rick Brunson. In 2026, the Knicks point guard is Jalen Brunson, Rick's son. And in 1999, the Knicks lost their center, Patrick Ewing, to injury before the finals. In 2026, the Knicks lost their center Mitchell Robinson to injury before the finals. You cannot make this up. Game 1 went exactly how the Knicks planned it. Jalen Brunson dropped 30 points, including 13 in the fourth quarter, completely taking over when it mattered most. Wembanyama had 26 points and 12 rebounds, but he shot just 6 of 21 from the field. The Knicks defense packed the paint and forced him into tough shots all night. But the star of the game was Josh Hart, 3 points. But 15 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. He became the first player in finals history to lead both teams outright in rebounds, assists, and steals. His plus-minus was plus 22, the best in the game. people compared his stat line to Bill Russell. The Knicks won 105-95, extending their playoff winning streak to 12 games, and just like that, the Spurs are down 1-0 in the series. The 2026 NBA Finals is not just a basketball series. It is a collision of history, destiny, and two cities that could not be more different. New York, starving for a championship after 53 years. San Antonio, betting everything on a 21-year-old who might be the most talented player to ever step on a basketball court. The 1999 parallels are real. The question is whether history will repeat itself, or whether the Knicks will finally rewrite their story. Game 2 is tonight, and the whole world is watching. Who are you picking, Knicks or Spurs? Drop your prediction in the comments, and subscribe for daily NBA Finals coverage.